Hey guys, welcome back for another video. It's me, Winter Woods. So today we are going to be starting on chapter 3s and 4 for case 45, A Shot of Beauty. So yeah guys, let's not waste any time and get straight into it. Unbelievable. Are you telling us Carrie Ann had another person in her life aside from Tom Norris and Hank Buxton? Do you really think a floozy like Carrie Ann would content herself with just one man? No, she needed to have all of them. And as I know, top cops like you can't take anything for granted without hard evidence. I brought you all the documents I collected against Carrie Ann. And besides, I need this case to be solved to get my family's money. I can't wait to redo my nose job. As for the documents, you will have to sift through the whole thing. I just know all the elements you need lie there. You heard that, Will? It sounds like a good cue to show off your skills. Okay, Will, so where are we now? We have a huge pile of documents to search through. But I agree with you, we should also return to the Buxton Mansion. I'm pretty sure you will find something new around the swimming pool. Well, Will, what do you want to start with? Paperwork or a dip in the pool? Awesome as always, Will. You found what looks like a torn article. Would you mind piecing it back together? I'm running low on gossip. Great work, Will. You found a love letter among all these documents Jamie gave us. What the? Look, it's the mayor who wrote it, and it was meant for Carrie Ann? You bet we're going to ask the mayor about it. Incredible, Will. It's like you work at the speed of light. And so what's this article about? Check this out. It's about Green Farmer Corp stock plummeting because Carrie Ann decided to pull all her shares out. You're right, Will. Alden gets released from prison to discover his company's collapsing, and Carrie Ann ends up murdered. It's too much of a coincidence. But luckily for us, this makes Alden a prime suspect. At last, this could be our chance to send him straight back to jail without passing go. Mr. Johnson, a witness came to us with an interesting piece of literature. Apparently, you had a crush on Carrie Ann Buxton. How embarrassing. Don't speak too loudly, please, officers. Well, I'm sorry I lied, Major Will. I'm so used to hiding my private life from the media. Just becomes an automatism. At the beginning of my re-election campaign, I started to lose faith in myself. But then I met Carrie Ann, and she made me feel like anything was possible. I was literally enthralled with this woman, her beauty the way she was, but don't get me wrong, Will, I never had an affair with her. I'm no fool. She'd never go for an old man like me, despite the little face reshaping I had recently. You know, I can't bear to think of Carrie Ann being dead while keeping up the appearances for my re-election campaign. I even started being on antidepressants. So I'm counting on you to find Carrie Ann's killer, Major Will. Mayor Johnson seems very affected by Carrie Ann's death. I guess him taking antidepressants isn't that usual. And I had never noticed he had a face makeover. This being said, we can't ignore the fact he's a potential suspect now more than ever. Good thinking, Will. We obviously can't talk openly about the mayor's infatuation with Carrie Ann, but maybe we should talk to Norris and find out if he knew about it. You better call your lawyers, Alden. Major Will has just discovered that Carrie Ann withdrew all her shares from Green Farmer Corp before ending up dead. Don't make me laugh. Carrie Ann was just a neurotic fool. She never did anything that made sense. In the end, I was glad she gave up her share of my company. What's interesting is your company almost collapsed because of her, and it only stabilized once she was murdered. How do you explain that one? Didn't you hear the official verdict? I didn't kill anybody. So maybe my facelift helped sway the jury, but I assure you, I'm now a law-abiding citizen. I don't know about that. You can maybe fool the rest of the world that you're a changed man, but it's gonna take more than a facelift and wearing Pligma sneakers to fool us. Oh, you're with the fashion police now, Jones? That explains why you always let Major Will do the actual police work all the time. Grr, I hate him. You're right, Will. My attitude isn't going to get us anywhere. We need actual evidence to arrest him. You think we should head out to the crime scene one last time? If it helps us arresting Green, I'm in. Mr. Norris, I have a delicate question to ask. Did you have any reason to suspect that Carrie Ann may have been seeing someone else but you? Carrie Ann was gorgeous and charming. People often mistook that for flirting, but it's not her fault. She was always so nice to everybody. Sorry, I think I'm gonna cry again. I should learn to restrain myself, otherwise my plastic surgery stitches are gonna blow. What? You? Tom Norris? You had plastic surgery? Yes, I had to go under the knife to act in an ad for Pligma. Do you know that brand of fancy sneakers? It was a good gig, actually. They offered me the rarest pair. They're so comfy. I never go without them. Well, I guess a wrestling career leaves many bumps, dents, and stitches. It's frightening to see how the media and advertisement can provide you with an image of someone when they're totally different in reality. And poor Carrie Ann tried to desperately keep up that image by charming everyone. In the end, she just wanted to be liked. You're right, Will. The best thing we can do for her now is catching her killer. And it sounds like a great idea to go check out the Peacock Suite, Will. So many of our suspects went there. Well spotted, Will. Carrie Ann could have tried to grab that ducky boy you just found when she started to choke. We better have a closer look at it. Found anything, Will? More torn papers and photographs? Jamie Buxton was right. Housekeeping leaves a lot to be desired. But we're not here for a hotel reviewing, are we? So, Will, could you piece these scraps of paper back in tribute to all the housekeepers? Nothing escapes your sight, Will. Those bits of hair you found on the ducky boy would have gone unnoticed by me, that's for sure. Do you think this might have been left by Carrie Ann's killer? We better send that sample over to the lab and hope Grace can tell us exactly where they came from. Congratulations, Will. You gave the scrapbook all its cuteness back. Oh look, the scrapbook is full of Carrie Ann's pictures with some clothes on this time. But you're right, Will. The photos of her are scrawled all over with broken hearts and syringes on her face, just the same way she has been killed. And look, she's not alone in this picture. Someone else is at her side, but this part has been meticulously cut off. What if, of course, Will, this can only be our killer on this picture with Carrie Ann. Let's send the scrapbook to Alex. I'm pretty sure he can extort something from this. I think we can confidently say that your victim left those hairs on that ducky boy just for you, Will. I mean, the hairs belong to Carrie Ann? So she was really a brunette? Of course not, Jones. I meant she ripped those hairs from the killer and left them on the boy for Will to find. She knew how good you were after all. Wait, you're saying those bits of hairs come from our killer's head? Exactly. The chlorine in the pool got to them, so they weren't complete, but I was at least able to determine that they came from a human scalp. And while I couldn't get any viable DNA, at least now you know that Carrie Ann's killer has black hair. I hope it helps you catch them, Will. Ah, so it's not Alden. Well, it wasn't easy, but I managed to get something from the scrapbook you found at the Halifax Hotel. I have to work on a digital basis with a scanned picture, and from that I was able to find out something interesting. Even though you can't see the person on the photo next to Carrie Ann, I noticed an odd reflection on the person's jacket. After our legendary research and our arduous elimination process, I was able to determine that the person's wearing a jacket made of genuine American crocodile. Thanks, Alex. Now we know our killer is wearing an outrageously expensive crocodile jacket. This is it, Will. You collected enough evidence to bring the culprit behind bars. Someone has to answer for this ominous crime against Carrie Ann, and it is time we found out whom. Okay. It was him. Stop right there, Mr. Norris. Major will uncover the truth. We know you're the one who killed Carrie Ann Buxton. You know what? Actually, I'm glad you caught me. Arrest me, Major Will. I'm such a coward. I didn't have the guts to turn myself in. Well, that's something else. Could you explain at least why you even killed your girlfriend in the first place? While I was resting at the Halifax Hotel, I heard Carrie Ann had just posed naked for Dwayne Vermont in some luxury cab depot. I only found Vermont's flash drive when I got there, and that's when I saw those disgusting, immoral, loathsome pictures. I just sat there crying in disbelief and shock. I knew Carrie Ann was capable of many shady antics, but I never thought she would cross that line. And since she never listened to me, I decided to show her that even with all the college in the world, she'd never be young and pretty again. So I got to her place and found her there, more delusional than ever, babbling about how hot she was and how she had fueled him Mayor's campaign strategy by making him love her. I was so in pain, I literally swatted her like an annoying bug. Oh, she tried to defend herself. She almost scalped me. When I ran out of college and I kicked her into the pool and watched her die. You're right, Major Will. We've heard enough. Mr. Norris, you're under arrest. I hope you enjoy growing older behind bars. Tom Norris, you were arrested on the grounds of the murder of Carrie Ann Buxton, who also happened to be your girlfriend. How do you plead, Mr. Norris? I plead guilty, Your Honor. Guilty for the murder I committed. But Carrie Ann was dead long before that. People at Maple Heights killed her with their games of appearance. Carrie Ann tried to keep her game up, and she lost. She was so lost that she ended up naked in those horrible pictures. All this just in the hope of landing on some front covers. They all corrupted her. Buxton, Johnson, all of them. They turned this innocent woman into a monster. Now please take me to jail where I hope I can redeem myself. Save yourself, Tom Norris. You're sentenced to 20 years in prison for the murder of Carrie Ann Buxton. This court is adjourned. Makes you think, doesn't it? In a society that prizes appearance so highly, you have to watch for your every move and to display the right demeanor. It seems like Carrie Ann had understood that. This is how she could have crashed the private party scene here in Maple Heights. Norris is better off in jail now, but he made a point. Carrie Ann was a true angel. She has nothing more than to be loved and considered. Sadly, she lost her way somehow. I will certainly remember Carrie Ann for a while, won't you, Will? That's what she wanted more than anything after all, to be remembered. You did a good job, Major Will. I knew Carrie Ann Buxton's murder mystery wouldn't hold water. The mayor just called and asked for your help, Major Will. It seems to be important since he is currently on his way to the station. I'm counting on you not to disappoint him. I want everything to be okay during the elections period, especially for the people directly involved. Don't worry, Chief. Major Will handle it. Come on, let's go see the mayor. Well, I must confess, I don't like the idea of Alden Green being back into business. Regarding what we discovered about Green Pharma Corp products during the investigation, I'm sure there's still a way to use that to put pressure on him. I agree, Will. Since we know that Carrie Ann used to take a lot of medicine, we should check the Buxton mansion. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Wow, what got you excited, Alex? Dwayne Vermont is at the station. He's my favorite photographer, and he's asking after you. Kathy says he's a schmuck and that he is trying so hard to be different that it looks like a bad joke. She was really vehement when we talked about him. Please, Will, can I come with you? I'd like to have a chance to talk to him. I think he is a great artist, whatever Kathy says. Nice catch, Will. Those pills you found near Carrie Ann's pool are from Green Pharma Corp. Remember how she was acting after taking her medication? There were some really unhealthy substances in them. We better check these pills too. Maybe we'll find something incriminating against Alden Green. Major Will, I'm glad you went so fast. I could use your help on something. What's going on, Mr. Mayor? As you might have noticed, I am sometimes not as watchful as I should be. I booked the Peacock Suite for a rest before an important campaign meeting. I checked out this morning, but I'm afraid I have left something compromising documents. If my affair with Carrie Ann was discovered, it would be really embarrassing. What if some worker finds it? I cannot risk a scandal, not with an opponent as evil as Mark the Price. Well, Chiking specifically asked us to ensure the mayoral's election safety. So don't worry, Major Will. We'll find any suspicious item in no time. Oh, you're here, Major Will. I need your help. Hey, what happened, Dwayne? Man, it sucks. It sucks so much. I can't get my hands on my professional equipment. I'm sure I left it at that fancy taxi garage. I lost my last piece of art. It is, without a doubt, the most important photo in all of photography history. Really, I'm sure Major Will will find this piece of art I'm curious to discover. Do you have a nose for these things? Well, let's go to the taxi office. Good job. Let's send the pills we found at the Buxton Mansion to Grace. She'll surely be able to analyze your composition. Nice catch, Will. Looks like what I could imagine to be Dwayne's Vermont's bag. Let's check if his last piece of art is in it. I can't believe I'm seeing his latest work of art before everybody. I guess the housekeepers left this torn thing behind when cleaning the room, or maybe they thought you enjoyed piecing the puzzle back together, Will. Haha, well done, Will. You found Dwayne's new piece of art. Let me see. It's a shoe? Well, let's give it back to him, Will. I'm sure there's a deep signification behind his picture. Dwayne, Major Will found your photograph. Ah, nice. This gem will totally make a hit. No doubt about it, but I think I didn't get the meaning of it. It's because you're not refined enough to understand it. Don't you see the curves, the sadness, the deep, never-ending neurosis? Most people don't get the real meaning of my art. They don't get the metaphor. They are too narrow-minded, too stupid. I don't blame you. It's not easy for everybody to understand the deepness of my art. Anyway, take some of my stuff here. It is worth a piece of art. I can't believe it. What a jerk. Kathy is right. He's nothing more than a pretentious, uninspired idiot. I'm definitely done with this guy. Thanks for opening my eyes, Will. You met a lot of your heroes, Alex. This guy is not one of them. Woohoo, way to go, Will. Solver of crimes and fixer of political campaign posters. So it's a promotional poster for the mayor's campaign. What is it? With a sweet note added by Carrie Ann. XOXO Carrie Ann, red kisses on the forehead. She had a thing to drive men crazy. No wonder the mayor was so enthralled. Let's get back to him. Mr. Mayor, Major Will found a poster of yours in the Peacock Suite. Thank you. And did you know that I designed this poster myself? Yes, sir. But this poster somehow looks really familiar to me. What about you, Will? Impossible. This is a unique piece. And look at my dear Carrie Ann's message. I can't help but think if she didn't attract such fools, she'd still be alive. Anyway, please take this as a thank you for your help in avoiding another scandal. It reminded me of the sweet memories I shared with my beloved Carrie Ann, Major Will. Well, Will, I never saw that much ketamine and benzodiazepine in such small pills. It could stone a horse for a day. Quite frankly, I don't know how these ended up on the market. Are you saying all we found were horse pills? Ah, you mean these pills aren't fit for human consumption. Wow, this is huge. Great job, Will. No matter what King says, we have something to pin down Green this time. Let's go get him. You again. I was hoping you would leave me in peace now that it was proven that I didn't kill Carrie Ann. Maybe you didn't directly kill her, but you would have eventually, given all the legal crap you put in the Green Pharma Corp pills. Look, you need to accept the fact that I'm a free man, and leave me in peace once and for all before I unleash my lowers on you. Do it! You can't intimidate us, Alden. You put illegal drugs on the market, and now we'll get to send you right back to jail. Hold on. These pills were approved and tested by the state's medical committee. There were lawsuits, but they were all withdrawn. Moreover, I'm not directly responsible for what is put in my products. In other words, you got nothing against me. You're free for now, but one of these days you're gonna fall, and Major Will be there to watch it. Come on, Will. Let's get a burger, I'm starving. A while later at the station. Well, I think it would be difficult to put Green behind bars, but I have to say it was worth it to see how uncomfortable he was about his little downers. Jones, some of Green's representatives just called to inform me you were bothering him? Didn't I tell you to stay away from him? You have no business in checking on him at all. But we found pills that... I don't want to know. Orders are orders. Yes, you're right, sir. I'm sorry. I guess I overreacted, but I feel all this is not right. There's nothing we can do about it. You just have to accept things are as they are? Am I okay? Oh, and I guess we have to accept the fact that Alden Green intentionally killed Rachel while having the audacity to look like Obadiah Stane. Oh, great heavens! Okay, guys, that will be it for this case. Case 45. Oh my. Okay. Oh, wow. But yeah, sorry, that was a lot of pop-ups. But yeah, guys, this would be it for Case 45, A Shot of Beauty. Alden Green is back. So that is interesting for sure. We're going to have to see where that goes. And yeah, I will see you guys next time for Case 46. It looks like we're going to get back into the swing of things, I hope. I love you all. Get out.